Man, you gotta love that sound. And I can't believe we've had this for 12 months now. Welcome back to Quick Shifts. My name is Jason, and we're gonna do the 1-year review of our Wagoneer. If you guys have been watching our channel, you know that we picked up this 2022 Wagoneer 12 months ago. And we've had it, for 1 year, and we put about 7,800 miles on it now, which isn't a lot for 1 year, but with COVID and everything going on, changes in our life, jobs and everything else, it's been a lot harder to travel this year than we've done in the past. So the mileage didn't pile up like it usually does for us on a vehicle. But that's a good thing, less wear and tear on the vehicle, but it's a bad thing for you guys because we didn't get to test it as thoroughly as we like to test most of our vehicles. But if you guys will join along with me here, I'll walk through some of the pros and cons of this vehicle and some of the things that we've run into, the things that we like, and the things that have frustrated us and might frustrate you if you're considering buying a Wagoneer. So one of the things that we really love about the Wagoneer, and you'll guess from the opening of this video, that sound. The V8 sounds amazing. It's a glorious sound and we love it. We know a lot of people say it's too loud, but for us it's just right. It sounds awesome. Most of you have been watching and researching the Wagoneer. You've been looking at it because it's a big vehicle. That's obviously another one of our pros. The big size of this vehicle makes it easy to fit lots of things in it and carry things to and from wherever you need to take it. It makes road tripping and taking luggage very easy. It takes furniture, cabinetry, all kinds of things you can transport around in this with ease. We put full-size couches in this thing a couple of times and had no problem whatsoever. If you've been following along with us, you already know that this has the Carbide package on it. It's a Series 1 with the 5.7 liter Hemi, and the Carbide package obviously gives you the black wheels, the black accents that you saw on the front, on the doors, around the windows, the step, and again it gives you the panoramic sunroof on top for the 2022 model year of the Wagoneer. Also gives you the black accents on here, such as the lettering and the bumper and such. We love this package. Let's go ahead and jump inside and talk about it. So one of the things that everybody's been worried about is longevity, and there's been a lot of issues and recalls on the Wagoneer, and we just had a whole list of these done. And these include things like the rear view camera module, the HVAC module, this memory seat module, and a few other odds and ends. There's a whole long list of these. Now, none of these were charged, as you guys can see right there. Zero charge for that. But they were something that we had to bring this in for and had to wait until we got the vehicle back. But I can say a lot of these have made a pretty significant difference. So one of the complaints that you guys have heard about is the HVAC. Well, after the module, it's made a huge difference. So it has started raining outside, so I apologize for the rain. You're going to hear that noise as it hits the sunroof here. But the HVAC upgrade has made a noticeable difference. It blows much colder and it gets colder faster in here. And it's made a huge difference for the passengers in the back. They can really feel it, feel the cold air actually hitting them in the face, which has really mattered down here because it's gotten insanely hot the last few days. It's been a very warm summer for everyone, but it's been hitting 100 degrees here in South Carolina. So everybody really does appreciate that. And that has made a big difference. Now, the downside that we've seen since all these changes were made about a week ago is that it is consuming much more gas than it used to consume. But other than that, it's been all positive. We haven't had any problems from the updates. We've heard other people have had problems with their vehicle once the updates are completed. But in our case, we haven't had a problem yet. But we'll keep you guys posted. If something starts acting up, we'll do another video and follow up on that. But so far, so good. The rain has actually finally let up so you guys can hear me again. I apologize for that, but I only have so much time that I can make these videos, so I got to take and seize those opportunities when I have the time. But again, getting back to the Wagoneer here, one thing that I did want to point out here, and I do want to show you this, is, with the wear and tear that we have on this vehicle today, there really isn't much. It's only been a little over 7,800 miles. But I do want to step out here and show you the seats so you can see what that looks like. So let me go ahead and jump out real quick. you guys will be able to see the wear and tear that is on this seat. There's really not much wear and tear at all. A little bit of wrinkling here on the edges and maybe a little bit here on the front, but the seats are holding up great. Nothing to complain about, and this is as it should be. You know, you shouldn't expect any premature wear. And the floor mats are hanging up. You know, they're a little bit dirty here. I apologize for that. Didn't have time to vacuum this out, but you guys get to see real time, real world what this looks like. So let's go ahead and open up the back here. And the back again, just like the front, very little wear, a couple of marks from being dirty, but other than that, not bad at all. Still looking really sharp, and of course we don't really use these rear seats, but there you go, look at that. And we'll hop in the way back here, open up the rear hatch here for you. Step back, and as you can see, there's really not a whole lot of wear back here either. We did flip this mat upside down for our use to have the rubber side up in case we have anything dirty in there. Makes it a lot easier to clean up. But again, real happy with the Wagoneer. One thing that you guys see me complain or hear me complain about is this dirt that gets on here on the back of the vehicle. But you're always going to have that kind of stuff when you're messing with this. There's really nothing you can do to make that go away. Go ahead and close this hatch and get out of the way. And we'll come around the side here. You guys can see on this side, same thing, very little wear. My son mostly sits over there, so that side would be dirtier, but there's no wear in here. And what I did want to be able to show you guys is the lighting. The lighting on this Wagoneer is pretty cool at night, but you don't see that during the day. You have to come out here towards the end of the day, a little bit cloudy, overcast like it is now, and you can really see how that looks. And again, no signs of wear really on the seat whatsoever. A few wrinkles over here on the side bolster. See if I can get that in the camera for you guys. You can see that, but otherwise, really, these seats are holding up great with the mileage on it so far. So again, it's holding up great. We know that there's other people out there that have been having some issues with these vehicles, but ours, you know, cross our fingers here, really haven't been having much issue with anything with ours. We did get the updates. It was a bit of an inconvenience to go and have those updates done, but now that they're done, we're really not having any problem with it at all. And it's been really handy for us. So let's go ahead and hop in and take a quick ride, and we'll talk about how it's handling on the street and how it's driving if we've seen anything there. So as far as the car goes, or the Wagoneer goes, the 2022 Wagoneer, over the course of 7,800 miles over the last 12 months, we've had no issues with it driving on the road. It drives just as firmly, nice and tight, nice good level ride. It's not jarring, it's not jerky. You can really feel the IRS front and rear suspension doing what you want it to do. It's a very comfortable ride, and it's been great to live with, especially on road trips. It's super duper comfortable. So a lot of people ask, what's it like on a road trip? How do you like it? Well, here I am on a 12-hour road trip, and I've got to tell you, it's the most comfortable place to be out of all the options I have at home. This is far more comfortable than my Jeep Wrangler is, or definitely more comfortable than the GTO on a long road trip. With the independent rear suspension, independent front suspension that it has, this thing rides great. It handles really well. It's well planted, and I'm on about hour 6 of this drive, and I feel perfectly fine. I will say that I'm in Virginia, West Virginia right now, going up and down the mountains, and even still, I'm averaging just over 23 miles per gallon. In a big beast like this, with a 5.7 liter Hemi, that's amazing. That's really good. I'm very happy with this 5.7 Hemi that this 2022 Wagoneer Series 1 Carbide has. Very happy with this. It's a great road trip car. We've had no issues with the suspension. Of course, in our Series 1 that we have, we do not have the air suspension in it, so it handles really well, and it doesn't have the option to go up and down like you do in some of the fancier models, the upgraded models, or even the Grand Wagoneer. This is just a standard Wagoneer, but we are super happy with it. It's simple. You get in and you go, and it's got that great Hemi sound that we love so much, and the Hemi power, which is very critical in our opinion. When you have a large vehicle like this, it's great to have a V8. I wish they would have kept it in it. But all I can say is positive things. It's been a great experience. I know there's people out there who have had ups and downs with it, issues with their battery, but we haven't. Our start and stop has functioned as needed. If you want to turn it off, which we often do from time to time, because it's annoying when you're driving in the city to have your engine go up and down, off and on, you can do that. And we've really had no issues with it. Knock on wood. I hope we continue to have that same history with this as we move forward. But so far, so good. Very happy with it. Turns great, plenty of power. Get you where you need to go. I will say that for the average of that 7,800 miles, we're at 15 miles per gallon. Now, granted, we're not doing the road trips as often as we have in the past, so that plays a big part in it. When we do a road trip and we're on the freeway for, say, a full tank's worth of gas, we'll get about 22 miles per gallon, give or take, depending on the traffic on the freeway. But overall, 15 in a vehicle of this size, this weight, and this much power, I can't argue about that. In the past, I've had things like a Ford Excursion, and that if I got 12 miles per gallon, I was hypermiling in it. It was ridiculous. So this is doing great, especially with a 5.7 liter V8 Hemi engine in it. I mean, you can't complain about that. So really, nothing but good things to say about this. You know, there's been a lot of recalls and they've done those, but after they've done it, we haven't had an issue. But we don't have all the complex systems that some other people have. And I do believe that those more complex systems, like in the Grand Wagoneer, or if you have all the fancy screens in here and on the side dash, all of those play a part in some of those issues, I believe. And maybe that's why other people are having a few issues with theirs. But with ours, again, I don't want to curse myself here. So far, so good, guys. I'm loving this. We're very, very happy with it. And we hope that it continues to be good for us. And so happy, like I said, it's 12 months and we still have it. And we plan to keep it for another 12 months or more if we possibly can. If we continue to have worry-free issues and just can drive and do what we need to do, we're going to hang on to this one for the long term. So hopefully that answers a lot of your questions and was a thorough check-in for you guys. If I missed something that you want to know a little bit more about, please let me know and I can do a follow-up for you. Drop those comments down below, hit that like, hit the subscribe, share this with your friends. But for us, the Wagoneer is a home run and we've really enjoyed it. And hopefully if you're thinking about one, you'll pick it up and you'll enjoy it too. And you know, let us know how your experience has been and we'll check back in with you guys later. Once again, thank you for all your support. We really appreciate all that. It's you guys that make this fun and make this worth our time to do, and we really, really do appreciate that. Again, hit that like, hit the subscribe, share this with your friends or anybody else that you know might be shopping for a Wagoneer, and let us know what future content you guys want to see, or if you need some more information on something, we'd be glad to try and help you out. Otherwise, we'll catch you guys later on the next one. Thank you. Have a good one.